boys and girls, this is our learning target for today. I'll give you a minute to read it to yourselves. Thumbs up when you're done. We focused on text-based answers as one of our shifts for this lesson. It forces the children to look back into the text to help them support their answers. So rather than them just thinking of answers off the top of their head, they need to learn to support their answers by finding evidence directly from the text. And it's a skill that is important and essential for students to learn, even at a second grade level. Can somebody else tell me more information from the text that can tell me what an exoskeleton is?
A hard shell.
Very good. So we know that an exoskeleton is also a hard shell. So why do you think they have an exoskeleton? Why is it important for insects to have an exoskeleton? Luis?
To protect from the predator.
Exactly. And I love how you use the word predators.
So within my classroom, I have a wide array of different levels of language acquisition.
Although there was terminology within the text that really needed to be broken down for them, they were able to understand it by looking at the text in front of you. What is a difference between insects and spiders that you find from the text? Jacqueline.
A difference between insects and spiders that all insects have 6 legs and all spiders always have 8 legs.
Excellent. So now we're talking about the legs. How do you know that information, Jacqueline?
Because it says in the text.
Beautiful, because it says it in the text. All of our answers that we're finding come from the text. Are we saying, I think I know that spiders and insects are different because... Are we doing that?
No.
What do we have to do, everyone? We have to look in the
text.
Very good. We have to look in the text. Now, Jacqueline, if I'm asking you what is a difference, what color highlighter would I use to show differences?
Green.
Green. At this time, take your green highlighter and highlight that difference in your text. In the beginning, it might seem, oh my goodness, second graders using different color highlighters to highlight their text. However, with constant modeling from the teacher, the children will be able to do it independently. Now let's look back at our text and let's find a similarity. I love how Elisa is looking right over here. She sees the word similarity. So when I ask, what is a similarity, boys and girls, I'm really asking how they are the same. Look at your text. And please find a similarity between insects and spiders now. Ashley, what is a similarity between insects and spiders?
A similarity between insects and spiders is that they both have abdomen.
That they both have an abdomen. I love it. So I'm going to take, what color highlighter would I use if I'm finding a similarity, Ashley?
Yellow.
Excellent. Please highlight that information now in your text. The text-based answers were evident within the lesson when the children had to use the text that they had in front of them and to highlight the similarities and differences between insects and spiders, and later take that information and input it onto their Venn diagram as well.
I found one. Right here, an exoskeleton and an exoskeleton. Now check outside of the spider's right. Okay. First we need to highlight it.
We do a lot of partner work, which is also very beneficial for our second language learners because they're able to talk and discuss the material amongst themselves.
Spiders have 8 eyes and insects have 2 eyes. Oh, yeah. Let's find another difference. Different? Begin.
Porque solo hay una, no hay mucha.
When children are also learning a second language, they may not feel comfortable to always speak to me. However, they're very comfortable to speak to their peer, and once they get that acknowledgement from their peer, then they're more willing to share their answer as well. Celia, do you see another similarity that you already highlighted that he can write?
Hatch from an egg.
That they begin from eggs, and Raul, I see that you have that highlighted as well. So now why don't all three of you then continue focusing on differences that you can find. As soon as you do, let's write that on our Venn diagram. I love how the three of you are working together. Margarita, you were saying that insects here in the text says that they have a life cycle. But does it say over here that spiders have a life cycle? No. But do you know that spiders have a life cycle? Yes, of course they do. But are we writing information that we know or that we find from the text?
Find from the text.
Exactly. So instead of saying that they both have life cycles, what is another similarity that we can find? Angie, you found it. What can we say?
That they begin as an egg.
Exactly. That they both come from eggs because both texts say that. So let's highlight that as a similarity. Rather than them making up answers that they may already have background knowledge of, they were forced to look back in the text, find their answer, and then input it onto their Venn diagram. I love to see how children were highlighting in the text, finding the answers back in the text to fill out their Venn diagram. I didn't see anybody say, I think that spiders do this. No, because we're learning to do what, everyone? Look back. To look back into the text. Excellent job. Why do you think that insects and spiders are not so similar, but they're more different? How do you know?
Because we wrote a little bit of same, a lot more than different.
Exactly, boys and girls. By looking at our Venn diagram, we can conclude and we can see that insects and spiders are more what, everyone? They're more different. Are they more similar? No, they are not. And we know that how? Because we can see that we wrote more differences than similarities. Many of my students who I thought were very reserved and quiet were the ones participating the most today in the lesson. So I was very happy to see that because these shifts in particular gave them the confidence because we were digging deeper into the material. They knew it and they had confidence to share as well.